How do we get Walz out of office? How do we change the tide here?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because I've been putting a lot of thought into it, and I think it's actually relatively easy. First of all, you need to have an inspirational opponent who is going against him, somebody who can go toe-to-toe rhetorically, somebody who can hold their own on the debate stage, and somebody who doesn't need to pause and think before they respond, somebody who comes across as a better leader than he does. And then there are two things that person needs to run on, primarily. One is the fraud. I mean, the fraud is just beyond the pale. And it all happened under his watch. And it's insane that he's seeking a third term after having held responsibility for letting that happen. And then the second thing is this. After Charlie Kirk and the response that we saw, that Tim Walz was a part of, this abhorrent, demeaning of a husband and father before his families had the opportunity to put him in the ground. It's horrifying. It's very clear that the social contract has been broken, that we can't presume that the people who we elect to office or who educate our kids or who perform our medical procedures are decent human beings who don't want to see us dead and wouldn't dance in our graves. And I have to believe, and I do believe, that there are Democrats out there who are horrified by that. Horrified by the fact that the people who carry their flag are willing to say these things and think these things out loud. And so we need to go on a rescue mission of the Democrat Party where we're going to restore to the loyal opposition, and something that when they're in power again, we can be loyal opposition too. Something that resembles more like JFK versus Nixon as opposed to Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump, right? Where there's more of an alignment. We're closer together. And the only way that's going to be affected is if the Democrats and Tim Walz right at the tippity top are completely and utterly defeated.